What if the thing you call you is just consciousness playing hide and seek with itself? Here's the trick. Consciousness loves to camouflage. It slips into labels: your name, your job title, your personality type, your story. And the moment you believe the label is you, consciousness has something to stare at, something to think about, something to defend. But then a strange thing happens. The watcher gets lost inside what it's watching, and it has to go searching for itself again. That's the cycle. You become someone. You forget you're the one who became it. Then life shakes the label, through change, loss, success, rejection, aging, and suddenly you start looking for the real you all over again. This isn't just poetic. It's been mapped in philosophy for centuries. Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz, in his Monadology, described reality as built from monads, indivisible, simple units of existence. Not physical atoms, more like living points of perspective. Each monad is self-contained, with its own inner perceptions and drives. Leibniz called that inner motion appetition. And here's the wild part. Monads don't directly interact. They don't bump into each other like billiard balls. Each one reflects the entire universe from its own angle, like a mirror that contains the whole world, just in a different resolution. Read that again. The whole universe, from a single point of view. Now bring that down to your everyday life. Your body is like a collapsed space, a center point, where infinite possibility condenses into a specific, personal viewpoint. You don't experience everything. You experience this. These eyes, this history, this name, this seat on the world. That's the collapse. That's the costume. That's consciousness choosing a camera angle. And from that camera angle, you become the viewer. But you are still what you view. Think about it. Your entire world, your house, the street outside, the sky, the people you love, the problems you can't stop replaying, only exists for you as experience inside awareness. You are not a little person trapped in a skull looking out at reality. Reality is appearing in you. The scene is inside the screen. Leibniz would say different monads have different levels of clarity. Some have only faint, confused perception. Humans, he argued, can rise to clearer perception, reflection, self-awareness, reason. Meaning you're not stuck at one resolution. Your consciousness can sharpen. You can wake up inside the dream. But here's where it gets personal. If space never collapsed into form, if consciousness never condensed into separate points of view, there would be only undivided space, only pure awareness with no edges. And yes, it might feel like nothing could ever happen. No story, no contrast, no surprise. Loneliness, though? Loneliness is interesting. Consciousness doesn't feel lonely until it learns separation, until it draws a line and says, this is me, and that is not. That's when the hunger begins, the hunger to reconnect, to be seen, to be whole again. And that hunger is why we create. Every day you build something, a moment, a relationship, an identity, a plan, a dream, a version of yourself. You create meaning. Then life changes the conditions. The creation fades, breaks, ends, evolves, and suddenly it can feel like loss. But what if the pain isn't just about losing the thing? What if it's about losing the version of you that was attached to it? That's the cycle again. Consciousness grabs a form, becomes it, then mourns when it dissolves, until it remembers it was the one holding it all along. Now, here's where the center matters. There's a teaching often attributed to Jesus, not as a slogan, but as a lived practice. Be centered. Not centered as in emotionless. Centered as in, don't hand your life force to the outer object. Don't give your feeling away to a position point in collapsed space. Your status, your possessions, your image, your body as the final definition of you. Because the moment you say, that out there determines what I am, your energy leaks outward. You become a satellite orbiting someone else's gravity. Centering flips it. Centering says, I'm not going to chase myself in the mirror of things. I'm going to draw the energy of experience back into awareness. I'm going to pull the meaning back into my space and recognize whatever I'm looking at is appearing within consciousness, and consciousness is what I am. This is where Leibniz's pre-established harmony becomes a powerful metaphor for your life. He believed the universe is coordinated, even if monads don't directly touch, because there's an underlying order. And he famously argued we inhabit the best of all possible worlds. That doesn't mean everything feels good. It means there may be deeper coherence than your current angle can see. So here's the practical question. What label are you trapped inside right now? What identity are you defending? What collapsed point are you calling the whole truth? Because the moment you notice the camouflage, you're already waking up. If this lands for you, do one thing today. Pause for 10 seconds and ask, who is aware of this moment? Not your name, not your story, the awareness underneath. Find the center. And if you want to go deeper into this, consciousness, identity, and how to live from the center, stay with me. Subscribe, follow, share this with someone who's been feeling lost in their own labels. And let's remember what's been looking through your eyes the whole time.